Well, thank you, Aaron. It is good to be up on stage here with another fellow Hoosier. Thank you to Speaker McCarthy, to Leader Scalise, Whip Emmer, and Chair Stefanik, as well as the entire leadership team for putting this conference on, where we are coming together and talking about the issues of our time, the things that impact American families. I'm Rudy Yakym. I'm from Indiana's 2nd District, and I came in under quite unique circumstances through a special election that allowed me to experience life both in the minority and life in the majority. And what I can tell you is they are demonstrably different. It's a new day under the leadership of Speaker McCarthy. We've done things like reopen the People's House. Gone are the days of the permanent COVID mentality. We've made our legislative process more open and more transparent, as well as more accountable. But above all, this House GOP is passing fundamentally good policy out of the House. And that's in stark contrast with President Biden. Just last week, he rolled out his budget, an $82 trillion economic disaster for the American people. You know, back in the 2nd District, when I talked to families, seniors, farmers, and business owners, the single biggest issue that we're hearing about is inflation. And President Biden just simply didn't get the memo that you can't solve an issue of inflation by spending more money. His 10-year budget calls for $17 trillion of additional deficit spending on top of the $31 trillion of debt that we currently have. And that's why on the House Budget Committee where I serve, I couldn't be more excited to be diving into this issue with Chairman Jody Arrington and figuring out how we restore fiscal responsibility to our nation. So thank you to Speaker McCarthy for making the issue of our debt front and center in the minds of the American people and articulating the fact that additional debt and additional spending will only further inflation. You know, Americans put Republicans in charge of the House, and they did so because they expect us to show up, show leadership, and advance good policy. And that's exactly what we're doing. So thank you to Speaker McCarthy and the entire leadership team. I'm proud to be partnering with you as we get our nation back on track. And with that, I'll turn it back over to the Speaker.